Going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now today, hey, we've got the fourth T20 here between India and the West Indies, and it's a pretty comfortable victory in the end for India. They officially take the series as well. They lead 3-1 with just one more T20 to be played. For the last T20, I'm hoping we see some changes for both teams. You know, we see some different 11s. We just see some people maybe that we haven't seen throughout the series. I don't think there's been too many players that haven't played a game though. So I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll see what happens in the fifth T20. But hey, if you guys are new, subscribe. You like cricket, just subscribe. You like milk, subscribe. Let's just get into it. We're going to go through it. Player of the match. This is an interesting one. Avesh Khan gets player of the match when... You know what? No, that's deserved. That's very deserved. In fact, he did take early wickets, big wickets, in fact. 2 for 17 off 4. He was very good. So, hey, let's get into a scorecard. India were into bat first. The game was delayed by about like 40 minutes. So I was waiting till about around 1 a.m. for this game to start. I tell you what, was not happy when the game was meant to be starting at 12:30, and about an hour later, the game got underway. Not happy. Was not happy. But hey, a big shout out has to go to the West Indies because they stream the games live on their YouTube channel. Here in Australia. I don't know if that's across the whole world. I don't know. But big shout out to them because that is very accessible. Okay, let's get into it. The man, Hitman, the skipper. Well, he started like an absolute rocket, didn't he? 33 off 16, 2 4s, 3 6s. And then, unfortunately, this has been the problem for Rohit Sharma a little bit recently. He gets, you know, he hits 33 off 16, but then he goes out. So I think, you know, by the time the World Cup comes around, or obviously the Asia Cup coming up, he's going to be working on the fact that he just needs to temper his innings. He just needs, you know, if you're 33 off 16, that's a great start. It's a great platform. But now, just rotate the strike a few deliveries, get the runs moving, just slowly. And by the time you're at 50, then you can go for your 100 or whatever. But obviously easier said than done because he did get a very good ball from the man Akil Hussain, who was probably their best bowler. Suryakumar Yadav, again, another good, you know, he just looked like he was about to explode early, and then just kind of fell into the same trap as Rohit Sharma, just kept trying to put everything for 6, 24 off 14, 1 4, 2 6s. He also hit this beautiful, like, helicopter whip shot that was just the most incredible shit I've ever seen. I also posted it on my Twitter this morning, so if you don't follow me on Twitter, it should be up in the top right corner. Go follow me on there. I'm always talking about cricket and sport and whatnot, but I did post a clip on there, and it is one of the, like, I have not seen that shot played like as good as that since the man himself, MS Dhoni. And Sky, he is someone that just has all the tricks in his bag. He hits the ball to 360 parts of the ground. He can put it for 4, put it for 6. Obviously, he's a quick man. He's a fit man. He does look pretty tall out there as well. I don't know how tall he is. I don't care, but he does look like a decent sized human being as well. He's just got it all kitted out for him. And obviously he's now number 2 in the world for T20 internationals. I don't know if now after this game he will go to number 1. I'm unsure, but very promising stuff for him. Deepak Hooda in at number 3. I am happy to see the man Deepak get some chances, but I don't know. He just doesn't look, it doesn't look right, in my opinion, for him to, you know, if this was at a World Cup, then obviously this would not be the 11, but this is good experience, and this is good, you know, it's good for India to have a few backup options who they know can come in and at least feel confident playing a game. 21 off 19, 2 4s. Pant, I mean, he was really good. 44 off 31, 6 4s as well. A weird thing, no 6s for Rishabh Pant in 44 runs. You don't see that too often with him. Sanju Samson in at number 5. A bit of a different role for him. Actually, he did look pretty good there, though. He did look pretty settled there at number 5. 30 off 23, 2 4s and a 6. That is what Sanju Samson does. I mean, he's not going to go out there and do a row at Sharma, hit, 50 off 15 deliveries. That's not what he's going to do. But he is going to go out there and, just pace himself through the innings. Just pace himself, whether he's opening, whether he's at number 3, whether he's at 4, 5, 6. I love the man, Sanju. He deserves to be... it's obviously he doesn't fit into the T20 World Cup team. We know that, but I just feel for him. Like, this is someone who, if he's playing for any other country in the world, he's in their best team every day. But the fact that he plays for India and there is so many people going for the same position, it just makes it really hard for him to, lock in a spot in this team. Dinesh Karthik, well, unfortunately, he got bowled. He went for 6, but that's okay. DK can do what he wants. And you know what? DK, he just wanted to finish on 6 off 9 deliveries. Very, very wholesome there. And Axar Patel hit hit 2 6s in the last couple deliveries. 20 off 8 with some late runs. So India, they get 191 in Florida. Yeah, so this game was played in Florida. But it wasn't Florida, was it? Because everyone kept saying that we're in Florida, but I'm like, what do you mean, Florida? So this was actually in Florida, USA. Wow, I didn't even know that it was actually played in the USA. That is... Okay. I thought we were just joking about that. The whole time watching the game, everyone, like the commentators kept saying before the game, everyone was talking about this game being played in Florida. And I'm like, oh, cool. There must be a Florida in the West Indies somewhere. They must be playing in a Florida in the West Indies. No, they were genuinely playing in the US of A. And sometimes I forget that the USA and the West Indies are so close together that it's not even that far of a trip, is it? It's like the same place, essentially. So they play some cricket in Florida. As we know, the West Indies are going to host a T20 World Cup in a few years, I think. So they're also going to be playing games in the USA. So, I mean, we got our first look at, in Florida. It looked like a pretty nice stand, great conditions. There was hundreds of fans there packing out the stadium. I liked it. It was a good first look. The pitch was maybe not ideal. The pitch was definitely something that, how do I put this nicely? I don't think the curators really looked after it that well, but that's okay. Okay, the West Indies, they are... Wait. I didn't even go through the bowlers, my bad. I can forget to do that sometimes, my bad. Akil Hussain, again, probably their best bowler, in my opinion. He was really, really good. 1 for 28 off 4. What made no sense to me is why the Windies did not play an extra spinner. Like, the man, Courtney Walsh Jr., was a substitute fielder. Play the man! Play the man, he's your best spinner. Just play him, for goodness sake. Dominic Drake's none for 31 off 4. Obed McCoy, man. Obed, is this 2 for 66 off 4? Yeah, not ideal. Alzari Joseph, 2 for 29 off 4. I mean, he was pretty good as well. The big fella, Jason Holden, none for 33 off 4. So, hey, 192 to get the win. The highest score chased on this ground ever was 96. So, look, it was not a good start if the records were going to tell us anything, and it pretty much ended that way. The Windies, yes, it was, you know what? This was more good bowling than anything, but also just pretty disappointing from the Windy batsmen. I mean, look, Brandon King, Cole Mayers, I don't know. They're just so hit and miss, this West Indies team, which, at the World Cup, they're gonna beat a team or two where no one expects them to. But then they lose games to teams like, Bangladesh, Zimbabwe or whatever, and you think this team's going nowhere. So it's just this inconsistency of this team right now. And this isn't their full strength team, but it's pretty close, isn't it? King, Mayers, we're moving on. Devon Thomas, he's batting at 3. Like, this guy's 32. He's played 7 T20 internationals and 21 ODIs. Yeah. Okay. So he's 32. He's turning 33 this year. I know who he is. I just have not really watched him play much cricket ever. And that's probably a good reason why. He went for 1. So now, look, I won't be too harsh, but there just has to be some young, exciting cricketers coming through the ranks in the West Indies. Like, if they're 18, 19 years old, just play them. Who cares? I would much rather see some young West Indian talent than watching 33-year-old Devon Thomas, who, with all due respect, who is that? Like, come on. 1 of 4, Nick Pooran, the skipper. He was good for 8 deliveries and then said, yep, my meat pie's heating up. I'm going to get out of here. 24 off 8, 1 4, 3 6s. He was not interested in hanging around. He ran himself out. Rompan Power, 24 off 16. Again, look, they just have these big hitters who can go large, who can hit a quick 35 off 15 balls, and you're thinking this guy's the greatest thing since Chris Gale. But then they just play a silly shot, or they try and do it again, and their fate just ends up going out. And then you think 24 off 16, he had 2 6s and a 4. Like, I know at this stage of the game, they just had to go for it. It was over, so they just said, all right, boundary, we have to try. It's just a little bit disappointing. From the experience and just the talent from someone like Pooran, Powell, Hetmeyer, Jason Holder, this big 4 right here was meant to hold up their batting lineup, and it did not do much. I mean, they may have top scored for the team, but these top scores weren't anything to be impressed by. Hetmeyer, he went for 19 off 19. Jason Holder, 13 off 9. Game was over. We're moving on. Everyone. Arshdeep Singh cleaned up the tail end, and don't worry, we're about to talk about the man Arshdeep Singh. It's just special, isn't it? He is a special dude, a special man. Let's go. I don't know. I lost my concentration for a second. Let's get into it. The Indian bowlers. Forget what I just said about the windy batsmen now. This is where the game was won easily. This was some of the best bowling we've seen from the Indian bowling quartet for a good amount of time. This was really good. Bhuvi Kumar, none for 21 off 3. The fact that Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, their strike bowler, didn't even take a wicket and they bowled them out is pretty impressive. Avesh Khan, the man of the match, 2 for 17 off 4. Just always good. I mean, he is really good. Akshar Patel, 2 for 48. Ugh. Damn. He was given some of his runs back that he hit. 2 for 48 off 4. I mean, he took 2 pretty good wickets, but going for 48 is rough. Arshdeep Singh, this is this is king. This is the man right here. This is Arshdeep Singh, man. 3 for 12 off 3.1. Look, I don't care what anyone says. He bowled Dominic Drakes with a beautiful Yorker, and you're thinking it can't get any better than that. And then he had the man Obed McCoy to just toy with, and bowled an even better Yorker than that, and bowled him out as well. He also took a wicket, Jason Holder. So 3 massive wickets in my opinion. And I mean, how will the selectors keep this man out of the T20 World Cup squad? Now, I'm not saying he has to play any games, but I don't know how you keep this man, Arshdeep Singh, out of the squad. I don't know how many people they bring, like 20, 25, 18? I don't know how many they bring. Don't really care. He just better be a part of it. Especially with the news of Harshal Patel expecting to not play the Asia Cup and expecting to not play the T20 World Cup either. So there's a spot there for that, you know, extra seamer, someone who can bowl plenty of variations, can be very economical, and that's Arshdeep Singh. So he better be there. And I also, I don't care. I want to see him in the Asia Cup as well. No mercy. And in the UAE, Arshdeep Singh is literally going to dominate in the UAE. Imagine him just bowling his slow, not slow, but he's, you know, medium pace, bullet Yorkers that just, I don't know, bro. He just does something different. He is something we just haven't seen, like, ever. A left armour who can literally bowl every single delivery there is. It's special. And the fact that he's only like, what? How old is the man Arshdeep Singh? Like 14? He's 23, so obviously not 14, but you got, he's 23. He's so young. He is just so impressive. Speaking of impressive, Bishnoi actually bowled pretty well. 2 for 27 off 4. He bowled a beautiful, what's the delivery called? It was like a, it like skidded up. What do you call it? Oh my God, I'm forgetting. I haven't had my breakfast. I'm forgetting. A slider. That's it, a slider. And you know, the batsman. Well, I think it was Hetmeyer. He got out. Yeah, the man Hetmeyer bowled him straight through. It was a beautiful delivery. And then the man Deepak Hooda. Yeah, moving on. He bowled one over. So India, they take the easy win. They also take the series 3-1. The one more T20 to be played tomorrow. Whatever. That one's done. And then we get into the most exciting series to ever exist. India versus Zimbabwe. This is going to get big. This is going to get scary. This is where real cricket will be played. So, hey, if you guys are ready for... Forget the World Cup. Forget the Asia Cup. This is the series. This is the series where boys either become men or men become boys. So... And as we can go through the squad here, people like Tripathi, Gaikwad, Gill is in the squad, Sundar, of course the man Sampson, Deepak Chahar. I thought he was still injured. Never mind. Kuldeep Yadav, you got Siraj, Krishna, Takua. Obviously this is like their third, fourth best team, but I think it should still be enough to get the win, you would hope. But that's going to be a fun series. And then the Asia Cup, of course, which we're all waiting for. Let's be honest, we're all waiting for the Asia Cup at this point. India versus Pakistan in the first game, or the second game technically of the Asia Cup. It's going to be big. And I'm excited. Hey, let me know your... Oh, I can't speak this morning. Let me know your thoughts, everyone, on the game. Hey, I want to know, should King Arshdeep be in the T20 World Cup squad? And I don't want to see anyone say no. Hey, that's going to cap it off. I hope we all enjoyed, and I'll see everyone in the next one.